ritual killings is talk of Ocean State.
No, that's not correct. How many ritual killings you have recorded? That is not correct. You see, if you check the statistics of even the kidnapping they talk about, there's no kidnapping that lasted beyond 48 hours in Osun. And in the last 1 year, maybe in the last 6 or 7 months, let me not say in the last 1 year, because I know there were a few kidnappings early part of last year, but maybe in the last 8 or 9 months, I'm not sure we have recorded any kidnappings in our state. And so Osun remains the most peaceful.
There is an allegation that Governor Yetola breeds a gang. How true is that? To the extent that Osogbo has become maybe a testing ground for shooting.
No, it's not true. It's not true. Those who shot, they know themselves, and the police report clearly stated those who shot. Those, please don't let us lump issues together. Those who shot know themselves, and it was all in preparation for the primaries. And thank God the primary has. Look, if you read the things they wrote about Osun before our primaries, about 2 weeks ago, I'm sure you would have thought that the primary would not hold. I'm very sure you would have thought the primary would, and that if at all it would hold, maybe there would have been bloodbath. But we also how it happened. You see, usually when you want to fight me, and I refuse to make myself available for the fight can never take place. That's exactly the situation in Osun. So there was a lot of propaganda in the build-up to the primary. Some of our brothers tried to scare people away, but man, you need to see the crowd of people who came out during the primary. It was as if we were doing a general election. And so, and I listened to one of the interviews. I hope I'll be able to, lay my hands on it. But the woman was saying that Governor Tinyamoja, we are not like the doing that the governor has told us not to fight, and that's exactly what we have come here to do. That we have come to vote. That well, the reporter was asking if there are members of TOP in that locality, and she was responding that yes, there are some of them, but that they are very sure that they were going to beat them.
Mr. Wikwino, you wouldn't, at a point in time, it was not a one-sided shooting that we saw. It was like a crossfire at some point in time. And both camps kept on.
I'm not sure there has been any crossfire. Maybe what you are referring to was when we had the appeal committee that came from Abuja over the congress that was held at the party secretariat, and what happened, as a matter of fact, one of our commissioners, because my principal was not around at the point, and when I called him that they said they are beating our people, he said, look, CPS, stop calling my line. You are your principal, you say we should not fight, you should not let them beat us. So if we are truly the aggressors, or if we were truly prepared to fight, I'm sure the commissioner will not respond to me the way he responded. And eventually, after the whole thing, those who were attacked were able to identify those who attacked them. They were all members of TOP. And the chairman of the party incidented the case at the police station. In fact, they were arraigned in court. It was when my principal came back, he insisted that no, this is a family issue. And it shouldn't go that far. That was how they were left, off the hook.
Okay, let's go on this commercial break. We'll be back.
Prince Mall. Oh yes, Prince Mall is your one-shop solution to all your shopping needs. Get the best products and services every day at Prince Mall. Go ahead and share beautiful moments with friends and families as you shop. Play games and arcade. It's the best meals. Have fun at Brent Supermarkets. Enjoy the moments with loved ones at Brent Supermarkets. Enjoy rich, sumptuous, tasty delicacies at Prince Eateries. Treat yourself to a wholesome experience of rich, yummy ice cream and smoothies at the Brent Mall Ice Cream Lounge. We've got the best for you always. Visit Brent's Bakeries today for your daily fresh bread. At Brent's Boutique, we've got the finest blend of luxury, elegance and style for your fashion delights. Brent's electronic gadgets are quality, durable and reliable. Get yours today. Shop with us today at Brent's Mall, Apata, Ibadan. Brent's Mall, Old Ife Road, Ibadan. And also at Brent's Mall, Taki, Ogumosho. Check out our social media pages at Brent Supermarkets. Brent's Mall, stay healthy, stay happy. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ wípé àwọn obìnrin ń kojú ìpèníjà ìfìyàjẹni tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ọrọ̀ ajé? Àwọn obìnrin tí kò tíì lọ́kọ ni wọn ò gbà láyè láti dàgbàlé tàbí ní ojúkò ìtajà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni wọn ò lórí ọ̀fẹ́ àti gbàyè sinmi lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ láti tọ́mọ bí wọ́n bá bímọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sí àtìlẹ́yìn kankan fún ìmúgbòòrò okòwò wọn. Ẹ gba àwọn obìnrin láàyè láti dàgbàlé kí wọ́n sì lè ṣòwò tí wọ́n ń fẹ́ nítorí wọ́n dángájíá sì kójú òṣùwọ̀n láti dá sanwó ilé wọn. Ẹ ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fáwọn okòwò tóbìnrin ń dá sílẹ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tòun ti mímú àdínkù dé bá owó orí táwọn oníṣòwò obìnrin ń san. Ẹ fòpin sí ìfàbùkù kan ni tí wọ́n ń ṣe sí àwọn obìnrin tó ń wa kẹ̀kẹ́ àtàwọn tí ń ṣe iṣẹ́ tá a mọ ọkùnrin mọ́ nílùú Ìbàdàn. Ẹ dẹ́kun àkọlù àti ìwà ipá sáwọn obìnrin nílùú Ìbàdàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Kópa tirẹ̀ láti ṣe ìfẹsẹ̀múlẹ̀ ìdájọ́ òdodo fún ìfòpin sí ìkọlù àwọn obìnrin tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ọrọ̀ ajé nílùú Ìbàdàn. Women Save House Sustenance Initiative pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Urgent Action Fund Africa ló ń kéde.
Welcome back, everyone. It is Bottom Line here on Impact Business Radio, Ibr92.5FM, Ibadan. We're looking at Osun politics at that time, and of course, the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Boyega Oyetola, Mr. Ismail Umikpidon, is with me here in the studios. Well done, sirs. I think we should go back to Osun State and ask them if their life is better now compared to the Ogbeni regime. Also, can any system remain unaltered and still expect development? Finally, even as the chief of staff, do you think it could change the mind of the governor even when the policy is bad? Here nobody has said nobody has said in Nigeria except the number one man of the state, local, even federal, and that is the reason why party chairmen have no say in governance today. Okay, Mr. Walidu sent that message. Is Mr. Anu telling us Osun have their own version of PMS gang? Lol. Osun hasn't been in the news lately like my state of Ogun. And you're here. Mr. Tijani Razak sent that message. Okay, you want to be part of the program? You can call 0902-280-9257. You have any question to ask, go ahead and ask your question. 0916-104-7698, 081-105-2-6487. These are the numbers to call. Hello, good morning. Hello, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. Stephen, this is calling from Joe Kingdom. I need to our chief press of State. I want to thank you. You are wonderful. We that are outsider call diaspora of Osun. In fact, everything you have mentioned, immediately, I see it as apparent, offensive to everybody's mind. Even what you have not said, I want to add to it. I would say that is it anywhere for the whole school there to be having the same uniform? Say about another thing. Look at another thing I want to say. It is not yet to say or I want to bring to the right. It is about state of Osun State. Imagine that. You can see that we that are the of Osun, we are not so happy. I want to tell you, it is getting worse.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Stephen Oyedele, for your time on the program. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Nana.
Thank you.
Yeah,
okay, welcome.
Yeah. I listened with rapt attention to your guest there. I think he has done justice, at least based on what he's experiencing there. I think it's still the same thing we are talking as far as Nigeria is concerned, this issue of godfatherism. When someone has already spent 8 years there, of course, a lot of kudos were given to him, but now he's coming back to still want to be the Lord, political Lord of Osun State. For me, I was in Osogbo about 3 days ago. This bridge, I apply it, and I think it's a good development. But I think government can do better, especially on that bridge. They still need to put the last asphalt on it. I'm not an engineer, but that's my observation. Fantastic job. And more so, I think we in Osun State, for me, the few, I'm from Osun State, I must tell you, and my friends, they are giving me a kind of wonderful report that the man is actually doing his best, especially as corroborated with your guest here in the area of spending. So that we need to note. If you are in a state that has no money, like the like of Rivers, Lagos, and Kano, so you need to be judicious, not to be frivolous when it comes to spending. And of course, if you go to Osun today or Monday, I think Osun is one of the states that has at least minimal good roads. I must tell you, minimal. Yeah, from my town, almost 70% of the road are actually tarred. Yeah. So I think I want to give kudos to your man there, and of course to the government of Osun. I'm not a politician anyway. Thank you.
Okay, but which is your town?
Right, I'm from Ijebu, I'm not sure.
Ijebu. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Benga Ogundeya, for your time on the program. You can also be part of the program. 0916 104 7698 0811 052 6487. You can also call 0902 280 9257. These are the numbers to call to be part of the program. In case you have any question you want to ask, the Chief Press Secretary to Governor Boyega Oyetola is still very much around here. Let me ask about this Iwo Osogbo road. When you look at that road, for those who know that route, okay,
I hope you are not from Iwo.
When you look at that route, for those who are familiar with that route, okay, those who take Ibadan to Osogbo, okay, via Iwo, maybe in the late 80s, early 90s, you look at the state of that road, you begin to ask yourself, is that the same road that I know? What's the state of things?
Well, when we came in, it's a federal road, and so, but our idea is whether state or federal road, it's the people of Osun and other Nigerians that will apply the road, and so whatever we can do to fix it, we will always do. So when we came in, what we did was to embark on diplomatic shuttle to the Federal Ministry of Works, and it paid off because we carried out, in conjunction with the federal government, we carried out some palliatives on that road. And recently we have come to realize that we may have to do a complete rehabilitation. And as I speak to you, we are already discussing with the federal government, and hopefully, I'm sure before the year runs out, we are going to embark on the complete rehabilitation of that road. In fact, to make it work better, we are also discussing with Oyo State to do their own part of that road, because whatever thing we do on that road, if Oyo does not complete that smooth, it will not make any. To tell you that we have not neglected any part of our state.
Hello, good morning.
Sorry, please. I am Chitu.
You're welcome, sir.
Pardon me for disturbing your microphone again. I listen to the program.
Oh, Pramishitu, kindly call back. We're having issues hearing you clearly. I don't know what happened. And Pramishitu had easy access the other time. Okay, we await your call, Pramishitu. Kindly call back on the program. So let's talk about Lautech. It's no longer jointly owned. I hope I'm right. It is. Lautech is now the sole property.
We'll put that behind us.
Sole property. But is Oyo indebted to Osun over Lautech?
Well, before the divorce, we reach an understanding that for whatever reason, the issues surrounding the resolution would not be a subject of media. I wouldn't want to.
We'll come back into that. Okay, Pramishitu, you're welcome back, sir.
I doubt if I'm going to really make it with this line. Can you hear me clearly now?
It's clearer now. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much. From the analysis of the guests in the house, he's not been able to convince us as Nigerians and as a people the role of internal party democracy. We all understand that Aregbe Shola took an active role before the present governor can sit down on that throne. Now, what was the rule of internal party democracy? That the whole thing now swore to the public domain and it's feared not controlled. Let him expatiate. Secondly, the issue of hijab causing problem in Oyo State, religious matter, coming to be another disturbing issue. Where is that now? Has it been resolved? What is the state of the position? Lastly, there is another religious crisis that is coming up. A man of God told the people of Osun State that, look, it is likely if Mr. Governor come in, this and that and that and this. And it was counted as a political statement. How far has that also gone? Can we trust you that the second coming of Aregbesola, of the incumbent governor?
Okay, Pranishito sir. Sir, I don't want us to talk about his second coming, sir. That would be a somewhat campaign, and of course we aren't permitted yet, sir.
Oh, sorry. Let me stay with the protocol. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, sir.
Well, I want to thank you most profoundly for your intervention. Let me say this: when you talk about internal party politics, there are mechanisms set out to resolve internal party politics, and to the best of my knowledge, even in the APC constitution, there are laid down procedures. But if you look at the way our former governor and those supporting him at the moment went about their activities, you agree with me that they have not even subjected themselves enough to the party's law. How do I mean? The party's constitution states clearly that you must explore all avenues to resolve whatever issue that there are before you can go to court. But here in our case, when they have not even tested all the mechanisms, they are already filing matters in court. As I speak to you, they are already challenging the primaries that we heard about 2 weeks ago, where my principal emerged as a candidate in court. But I believe that at the appropriate time the court will decide. Now, nobody is querying the role of Aregbesola in the emergence of Governor Adegboyega Oyetola. But you see, what we are saying is that you cannot constitute yourself into an opposition within the party. I'm sure if we are even to apply the internal party discipline that you are talking about, I'm sure most of those who have been castigating the government should perhaps have been suspended from the party, but let us not go into that. Now, talking about the clergy you are that spoke about a week ago or so, I read it and I responded swiftly, and he came out to deny it. He never said so, because my argument was that God cannot approve and reprobate at the same time. The clergyman perhaps may just be employing his own logic and personal opinion. But whether it's logic, whether it's personal opinion, whether it's revelation, he has come out to say he did not say so. So I wouldn't want to comment beyond that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. We really need to wrap up because just as I said earlier on, we have the remaining part of the program, okay, being brought over. But on Facebook, Hayodele Holawi says, Nigerians have no hope in the face of joblessness and helplessness. High cost of living has compelled some families to withdraw their children. Okay, I think I've taken these as text message earlier on. Many of those messages actually have nothing to do with this segment of the program. Olaya Abidin, thank you for your compliment. Ayodele Olawi says, under Nigeria's constitution, who has the vested power to effect restructuring? The call for restructuring dovetails into the clamor for diversification of the economy. The two face the order in section 44.3 of the Constitution. Unfortunately, the same lip service paid to restructuring is also paid to diversification. Everyone in government talks about diversification without mentioning the constitutional orders facing it, and not until the constitutional brick wall is torn down, there will be no headway for Nigeria, at least economically. Aderonke Akurede Oladele says, good morning, IBR. On the local government autonomy, the governor has assured the Norgay he ensured the workers' welfare is his priority, adding that the local government is the closest government to the people and must be salvaged since its inception. Okay, many of us just like to speak for the government and maybe the governor at times, and I'm wondering how many people are the chief press secretary to Governor Makinde in the first place. As we wrap up this program, I would like to ask you this: what is the position of your principal on local government autonomy?
His position cannot be different from that of the Southwest governors. And what is the position of the Southwest governors, especially of the APC stock? It's only in Nigerian federalism. In all over the world, when you talk about federalism, you talk about two tiers: the federal and the state. It is the state that determines how the local governments are being run.
Is that right?
That is how it should be. True federalism. I'm speaking as a journalist, and I'm speaking as someone who participated actively in the constitutional amendment of was it the 7th or 8th assembly now, between 2011 and 2015. We embarked on travel tours together to some of these countries. Nigeria's federalism, it's an aberration. It's only in Nigeria that you will claim to run a federalism, yet we run a unitary system of policing. There are so many things that are wrong with our federal system. Yeah, so unless we take conscious effort, to reject, some of these, we may never have, any headway. But as it is currently, the way it is being run, my principal is also running it the way it is run. That is where you have local government chairmen at the local level doing their things the way they understand.
No, the belief is that governors paralyze activities at this particular level, and Osun State is not free from this. You just said it, that the state government must supervise, but
I didn't say must. I said the position of the Southwest governors, APC stock, it's believe in true federalism. And true federalism does not recognize, does not allow a federal government to superintend over
local government. Oh, okay. Maybe I got you wrongly, because Nigerians are bothered about the state of things at the local government level.
You see, it's just that we forget too easily. It was the same Nigerians that cried out under Obasanjo that something should be, that the attempt must be made to look into how the local governments are being run when they were owing teacher salary left, right, and center. Go and check the record. We forget too easily. We forget too easily. Although again, too, I must also admit that sometimes in curing a problem in Nigeria, we create another.
Mr. Ismail Obipido, it's been a long day. I must say a big thank you to you. Thank you so much for your time on Bottom Line. And of course, if there are other issues some other time, also I don't know, we will invite you. Thank you so much for honoring this invitation. Okay, we're going to call it a wrap today. Thank you so much everyone who's been part of the program. I'm sorry I can no longer pick calls at this time. There is a message for us. I am Anu on Monday. Immediately after this, you listen to the message that this organization has for you, and of course you're going to join Sister T, okay, on Children's Fun Time on the station. After this, that will be coming up by 11 o'clock. My sincere appreciation goes to my producer Prince Femi Makmadero, and of course to the chairman, MBS, owner of IBR92.5FM TV, the King Abiola Adejo. Thank you so much for the opportunity given. I will see you next time by the special grace of God. Enjoy your weekend.